Do you have an enemy? When we think of enemies, we normally think of like battle, war, against each other, fighting. But when I think of enemies, I think of someone that we don't resonate with, right? And I put enemies in three categories, okay? But enemies, again, my interpretation is someone we don't resonate with. So not necessarily a bully, someone we don't resonate with, okay? So if you put that in a category, three categories, it would look like this. The first one would be someone who's annoying, okay? So sometimes, when you're out somewhere and you see someone that you're annoyed by, you try to find your escape plan, right? Because you don't want them to see you, because you don't want to have a conversation, because they're just annoying. And for whatever reason, and most of the time that looks like someone who is insecure, who makes bad jokes, who just goes on and on, like somebody who you don't resonate with, right? Because their vibration is just irritating to you, okay? So that's like one category, someone we don't really get along with. The second one would be aggravating, okay? So it's a little different than annoying, because annoying people, they might mean well, they just don't resonate with you on a certain level. Aggravating is different, where in a sense, it's somebody who just irritates you on a different level, okay? So sometimes, like, you don't want to hang out with your family for the holidays because so-and-so is so aggravating to you, because they're always trying to tell you what to do, or, run your life, or your boss aggravates you because they're controlling you, or, some sort of experience where the person's aggravating, okay? So that kind of like enemy, not getting along with that person because they're aggravating you. You could tell it's a little different. And then the third one is the one that we typically think of an enemy, okay? Because there's somebody who triggers you, who makes you so freaking mad, like almost like you hate them, okay? Just can't stand this person for whatever reason, okay? And generally, it could be somebody that we had some sort of history with. Like, it could be like, oh, I don't like her because my boyfriend cheated on me with her. Or I don't like that coworker. Or I don't like that sibling, we fight. Or sometimes it's somebody who we've never met before, but when you meet them, you're like, I don't like this person, I don't know why, I just don't. It could be karma, who knows, don't like them. So it's some sort of, generally like, we instantly are like, nope, don't like you, you're my enemy, okay? So there's three different ways of looking at people. This is the way I look at people we don't resonate with, okay? So there's two things I want to talk about with this, because what do? Like, we're always going to run into people in our life that we don't like. And so what is that about? What do we do with that? So the first thing is we have to recognize that what we don't like in someone is generally something we don't like in ourselves. Okay? So for example, I don't like her because my boyfriend cheated on me with her. Okay? So how are we playing a role in someone else's life that someone else doesn't like? Okay, so always twist it a little bit and see, like, okay, put the shoes on, your feet. What role do I play in that person's life? How am I annoying and irritating to someone? Okay, how, if you don't like somebody because they make you so angry, do you make angry? Okay, so we are mirrors. So this is a lesson for us. If somebody's coming into our life with a vibration that we don't like, we're most likely playing that role in someone else's life. Okay? The second thing I want to talk about with this is very difficult, okay? We have to love them. We have to love them. How in the hell can we love somebody that we cannot stand, okay? It's very difficult to even think about love in the same sentence of that person's name, okay? But I want you to think of it in this perspective, because this is what's been helping me. Because again, this is not easy. If someone's really irritating you or aggravating you or annoying you or triggering you, it's very hard to find the emotion of love for that person because you despise them, right? So what helps me and helped me in my work with this is that generally when I think of somebody that I can't stand and I work with trying to love them, my person isn't trying to love that person. okay? It's my soul that's trying to love that soul, okay? Let's put it in this context. Our body doesn't have a soul inside, okay? Our soul has a body. Our souls, everyone has a soul, and they're running around on this planet with these bodies, okay? Our ego doesn't need to love that other person, but our souls all love each other. We all made special contracts when we came here on this planet to connect with other people, okay? All the souls love each other. They're agreeing to this contract of this role to help you process and grow in this experience. So when you stop looking at as a person that you don't like, look at them as, oh, that's that soul that agreed to trigger me so I can learn this growth. I love that soul, okay? When you look at it more in this context, it's easier to see, like take the step back and look at the blueprint and everything and see what's really going on rather than getting our emotions and so involved. Now, granted, we should get triggered a little bit. We should be aggravated because it's waking something up in us for us to examine and look at. So allow that experience to unfold, but don't get so immersed in having your ego destroyed, by trying to, love this person or hate this person or whatever. Like, experience it, but experience it from here and see that we're all just souls here on the playground and we're having a little battle here. I'm going to love that person because they're teaching me something. They're showing me what role I need to look at. When you look at it like that, it's a little bit different. And then what happens is when we start to process our connection and our role with somebody, then it starts to unravel that need for that story and a new story forms. So for example, there was this person, couldn't stand this person when I met this person. Like, I don't know what it was, just didn't like this person. Just tried to avoid this person keep coming in my field. It drove me freaking crazy. Couldn't stand this person. And I was very rude to this person. Okay, not like deliberately rude to this person, but with like cold shoulder and just, I was a bitch. Okay? And, throughout the year of me processing this, it's like, why was I such a bitch? Like, why was I a bitch to this person? This bitch she wasn't a bitch to me, even though I think she was a bitch, So anyway, after doing a lot of processing and learning to try to love this person, I apologized to this person. And now that has happened and there was conversation about what happened, now I love that person. Now when I think of that person, my heart opens up. Now I would love to see that person again and just hug that person. It's interesting. It's like whatever that trigger was, I had to unfold and process, and that story didn't need to be there anymore because I processed the lesson, okay? So, we don't have to talk to somebody to resolve an issue for it to unfold. We really have to just do it within ourselves. Contact can help resolve that, but notice how many people in your life were not your friends before or were your enemies before, and when something changes, then your role changes, okay? So this is the work, y'all. We have to see, why is this person triggering us or aggravating us or whatever, figure that out, resolve it, and then it doesn't need to be that story anymore. The roles change. So it's your choice. It's really your choice. You want to keep being aggravated by that and just have that, play into your karma role, or do you want to be owning up to your shadow, noticing what that work is and doing it, right? It's not easy, but this is the work. So life's not just about chilling out and having fun, okay? Yeah, that's part of it, but it's also about work. It's also about healing. It's all of it, okay? But we can't avoid the work and healing, otherwise it's just gonna keep happening and festering. And even if we try to cut somebody else out of our life, it's gonna come in another package, okay? You've seen this. So process it, look at it. If you have an enemy, if you have someone that's forcing you to do the work, do the work. Look in the mirror, okay? It really is, really beneficial when you do. And the truth is all you need is love.